So I found this really cool brand that's this coffee estate that I found, and I think coffee is something that people relate to really well in 2026 because I think we spoke about this in our previous episodes where we said that craft coffee, conscious living, people have become more aware of the kind of product they're consuming, and someone who's doing this really well, I feel like it's a coffee estate, it's a slow living, it's conscious living, it's eco-friendly. Is this brand called Halli Berri. And I found this when I was going through my Instagram as well, where again, I think beautiful representation of building culture for a particular brand, right? Showing the whole aspect. It's not just coffee, but the whole aspect of what goes behind the process, what they go through. And it's literally like if I go to the website also, like beautifully done, like the aesthetics, the illustration styles, how they go about it. It's very like nuanced in that way. And it's literally just this coffee plantation where I think it's owned by a family of women, and it's a women owned plantation as well, where they talk about the idea of being eco-friendly, talk about the idea of it also says that it's responsible caffeinating, conscious coffee. And when I look at it also, it makes me feel like I'm at one with nature, if that makes sense. Like it makes you feel like you're not just part of the coffee process, but you're also part of the whole idea of what it is. And when I go through the page, it makes me feel very calm, it's very cooling, it's very away from the hustle bustle of the city life, rather, I would say. And it's beautifully done. Like everything they talk about, how I think there was a post I found on just simple as talking about the joy of watching kids taking long walks through the plantation, right? Again, no business talking about this. And they rather just talk about the coffee, but again, showing the vibe and the aesthetic that they try to, go for. And it's beautifully done, like the formats they've explored, the photography, it's cottages, it's a cafe, and I think it feels like an escape from the reality of the life that we live. So I think maybe this was something that really called out.
Yeah, and from a business standpoint, right? Like whether it's Airbnb or like when we look at properties where we want to go and stay,
Yeah.
the number one thing is that how many properties that you've stayed at do a good job of visually showing what to expect, right?
Mm,
What all we have, and in a very like seamless, normal, non-advertising way,
yeah.
which is, best offer, come here, we have the best room, we have the best bed, we have the best hospitality, none of that. It's
Mm,
like you come here to live, like you said, with be one with nature. People will leave you, people come to relax here, what to expect is shown through the visuals, right? And
mm,
even on the website, they've done a really good job of like showing that we're in Chikmagalur, we're in Cool, we have our plantation, we have our
uh,
homestay, come stay with us, go through the estate, know more about coffee,
mm.
right? And then enjoy a hot cup in nature and just forget
Yeah.
about all the hustle and bustle.
It's a great example of a brand that's creating culture, like we spoke about, I think, in our previous episode, where it's storytelling and experiential rather than just about the product. And I think they do that really.
And no hard sell. I just love how
Yeah.
everything is so seamless, beautiful, and straightforward. And no hard sells, even with the stuff that they have.
And it's so
Amazing. Like,
raw.
I want to go here right now. I want to take a break.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you want to take a break. And it's such a
Yeah.
direct opposite to like our urbanized minds, right? So this to us seems so much more enamoring than it would in general.
And obviously have pets. That's the number one key, guys. Make sure you have pet images in your
It's
feed. People
on your
we
feet.
just love it. We love
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's cute. Yeah.
And they've introduced, I think there are pets on the
Yeah.
property. The names are there, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Dido
gives
and
them
Dodi.
personality.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there'll be people going there and asking them about who Rose
Dido
is,
and
or
where they
who.
are and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's beautifully done. I love the illustrations. I think the photography is raw with real life imagery. It's a good mix of everything that we see together. I mean, even the packaging, even the products, even the way they've displayed their cutlery, beautifully done. Honestly.
It's like we're obviously based out of Bangalore, and like Karnataka has such good coffee estates that like we should definitely
Yeah,
do an outing, a company outing there as well. And I would highly recommend everyone to check out this part of the world. It's beautiful. It's actually like beautiful, like tea plantations, coffee plantations. Like it's amazing. It's really something.
and the personality of this brand comes out in the best way possible.
Yeah. It's just so storytelling. Love it. But yeah,
Beautiful.
great shout out, Ishan. You've been coming up with some really good shout outs, man. I think the founders of these brands, even the people that follow us, are really happy with some of the stuff that we are covering and these unknown or unheard gems, right? Which are either
Yeah,
doing a really good job or are worth mentioning. So good
worth
job there.
mentioning.
And I hope people are enjoying on the radar as much as we are
Yeah, a
covering these
lot of
brands.
getting a lot of good feedback from people on it. So that's good. That's always
Good
great.
job. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ends our episode here, right? I think we've done a great job of breaking down what an IP means from a marketing lens, right? And what brands have done really well, and how hopefully, someone can learn how to build an IP as well, right? Which is something that we'll cover in one of our episodes that are coming, right? In terms of how to structure it.
And I think we can ask our viewers if, if there's value addition in them understanding the process behind it rather than the storytelling aspect of how we cover them. So I think we
Yeah,
can,
like we've covered what an IP is. Now they might be interested in, okay, now teach us how to come about
yeah.
constructing an IP.
And I think that's the
Right.
next
So we
for
probably
sure.
do that. Done. Sounds good. But yeah, thanks for your time, Ishan, and see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Take care.
Cheers.